Dennis. You told an absolute fib.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to make Mom sound interesting to the other kids.
Being sorry isn't enough. Now, I want you to go right back to your room. There's no TV for you tonight.
No TV? Jeepers. Some of my favorite programs are on.
That's just too bad. But I will not have you telling your friends that your mother's tattoo. Never mind, Dennis. I'll get it. Oh, hi, Doc.
Henry?
Hi, Dr. Sinclair.
Hi, Dennis.
Keepers, I hardly knew you without your white stuff on.
How are you? Oh, you're fine.
I know it.
Is that it, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
Dennis, why don't you go out and play?
Have we got some kind of a secret going on around our house?
Nothing that concerns you.
Oh, hello, Dr. Sinclair. Nice to see you.
Hello, Alice.
Honey, Doc has the PLAQUE.
Oh, Dennis, why don't you run out and play?
Keepers, every time something interesting goes on, somebody starts spelling.
All right, run along.
I just hate spelling.
He just hates to be left out of anything.
Why haven't you told him?
Well, keeping secrets isn't exactly one of Dennis's strong points.
Oh, I see.
Sit down, Doctor.
Thank you.
You want to surprise Mr. Wilson at the luncheon tomorrow. You can't let Dennis in on it.
I'm dying to see the plaque.
Oh, yes, of course, of course.
Oh, it's lovely.
Isn't it?
This plaque is awarded to George Wilson in recognition of his outstanding service as chairman of the Community Chest Drive. That's nice.
Yeah, when you present that at luncheon tomorrow, George Wilson is going to be a very surprised and a very happy man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we'd like the same cabin we had last year. Oh, good, Mr. Romney. Yeah, and reserve a boat for me. You know, one that I can put my motor on. I want to get some fishing in. Fine, Mr. Romney. Well, we're leaving bright and early in the morning. See you when we get there. Bye. Well, Martha, we're all set. Oh, boy, I can hardly wait.
You certainly deserve a vacation, George. You've been working like 10 men for the community chest.
Yes, that's true. Oh, that must be the paper. I wonder if there's another write-up about me.
What are you looking at?
To see if he's out there.
Dennis?
Of course. You know, that kid drives me crazy. Every time he sees me now, it's, hello, Mr. Wilson.
You know you'd miss it if he stopped.
Yeah, I would not. Well, I guess I'm safe this time.
What kind of a secret is it? I don't know. Boy, I hate secrets. Secrets and spelling. And liver. Hey, there's Mr. Wilson. Hello, Mr. Wilson!
Oh, no, he caught me again.
Come on, Tommy. Let's go see good old Mr. Wilson. How come you're sneaking around in the bushes, Mr. Wilson?
Oh, I was not sneaking around in the bushes. I was getting my paper.
Hey, we got some kind of a secret going on around our house. Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
I'll probably find out by tomorrow, and then I'll tell you.
I won't be here. Mrs. Wilson and I are going on a week's vacation, first thing in the morning.
Boy, I'll miss you.
And I'll miss you, too.
Boy, he sure slammed the door. Yeah, it's lucky he didn't do it at my house, or Mom would have made him go out and come in again.
Don't worry, Henry. You'll make a fine presentation speech.
Well, I'm not much of a speaker. I can only promise it'll be loud. I don't want anyone going to sleep.
Well, I'll see you for luncheon.
Okay, Doc.
Whoa there.
Hi, Dr. Sinclair. I guess you can probably tell me what the secret is now, huh?
Oh, I'm afraid not, Dennis. Hi, Tommy. How's the earache?
Which one was it in?
The right one.
I guess it's a little better because I can't feel anything.
Well, what have you two been up to?
We've been over talking to Mr. Wilson. He's going on a vacation in the morning.
What? Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. He's leaving for his vacation the first thing in the morning, and he's going to be gone a week.
Excuse me, Dennis. I forgot something.
You forgot your package, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Pack.
Come on, Tommy. Let's go down to the bakery and smell the bread. Okay?
Oh, Dr. Sid.
An emergency, Alice. We have a problem.
What is it?
Wilson won't be at the luncheon tomorrow.
What?
Why not?
Dennis just found out he's going away on a week's vacation the first thing in the morning.
Oh, no, we can't let him.
How can we stop him? Punch holes in his tires?
It's sneaky, but it's a breeze. I'll go next door and tell him someone's moving away, and we want him to give the farewell speech at the luncheon tomorrow. Now, you know Mr. Wilson isn't going to give up a chance to make a speech.
It's worth a try. But who's moving out of town?
Well, I'll tell him you're moving, Doc. He thinks a lot of you.
Oh, you can't do that. The doctor doesn't move away from a town after he's been practicing in it as long as I have in this one.
All right, then you go over and tell him I'm moving away.
Oh, Henry.
Tell him I'm being transferred to New York.
It's worth trying.
Oh, what about Dennis? Dennis knows we're not moving.
Oh, honey, Dennis probably won't even find out about the trick we're pulling.
But if he does, he'll spill the beans, Henry.
Well, if Dennis finds out, we'll just have to fool him, too. Make him believe we're moving to New York.
Oh, Henry, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, honey, the luncheon's tomorrow. What can go wrong in 24 hours?
Oh, Dr. Sinclair, come in.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilson.
Oh, hello, Doc. Well, what brings you out this way?
Two things. First, I want to congratulate you on the job you did for the community chest.
Well, now, thank you.
And make sure you'll be at the men's club luncheon tomorrow.
No, I'm afraid not this time. See, I've been working pretty hard. Night and day, you might say, and I thought I'd go up to the lake for a few days.
Oh. Well, heavens knows you deserve it, but I thought you'd be there because of the Mitchells.
The Mitchells?
Yes. Of course you know they're moving away to New York.
What?
You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Well, no.
This transfer means quite a promotion for Henry. We should all be very happy for him.
I don't understand why they didn't say something to us.
Oh, it's something they didn't know themselves until quite recently.
I saw Dennis just a short time ago. He didn't say anything about it.
Oh, as far as I know, they haven't even told him yet.
That must be the secret Dennis was talking about. The Mitchells going away. Well, that's one luncheon I'm going to hate to miss.
Yeah, it's too bad. We thought maybe you'd stand up and say a few words, farewell for all of us, you know.
The speech?
As only you can do, George.
Well,
George, you must.
well,
We can change our plans.
yes, I guess we could. All right, I'll do it,
I
Doc.
knew you wouldn't let us down, George.
Little Dennis moving all the way to New York.
Yes. Well, I thank you both very much, and I'm sorry I broke into your plans.
Oh, not at all. George and I love the Mitchells. We'd do anything for them.
I'd even help Dennis pack.
Goodbye, Dr. Sinclair.
Goodbye, Mrs. Wilson. Goodbye, George.
So long, Doc.
Oh, I feel terrible.
I feel wonderful.
You do not.
I feel exactly as I did the day the war ended.
Inside, you feel just as bad as I do.
Oh,
I think I'll give the Mitchells a going-away present. And I think you ought to get something for little Dennis.
oh, by golly, I just might do that. A goodbye forever present. Oh, poor New York. Dennis will probably cause the greatest migration west since gold was discovered in California.
You're wrong, Mr. Wilson. We're not moving to New York. We're not moving at all. We're never going to move. Why, I wouldn't move even if I was the President of the United States.
I think they'd tell the boy.
Come on in, you'll see. I'm home and I don't want to move. Tell Mr. and Mrs. Wilson we're not going to move. Say, where is everybody?
Dennis, stop your shouting. Oh, hi, Miss Wilson, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, nice of you to drop in. Come on in and sit down.
We heard you were moving, and we came right over.
Dr. Sinclair told us.
Hey, Dad. But we're not. We're not going to move out of this swell old house, are we? Huh, Mom? Huh, Dad?
Son, what would you say if I told you we were going to move to New York?
I'd say holy baloney.
Ah, Dennis.
I knew I'd find out about that secret, but I didn't think it'd turn out to be something like this.
You know, the old neighborhood just won't seem the same without little Dennis.
I'm not gonna go. I'll just move in with Mr. Wilson. Me and you can work on your stamp collection together.
Mitchell, how soon are you leaving?
Oh, 10 days or so, I guess.
How are you going?
Well, I don't know. I've never flown before. Maybe,
Gee, neither have I. Are we going on a jet, the good old jet?
I suppose.
Wow, a jet! I've never been up in one, and I've wanted to all my life.
All right, Dennis.
I guess when I do go up, I'll have the pilot go through the sound barrier.
Oh, isn't that sweet? The confidence of youth.
Hey, Mom!
Yes, Dennis?
I'm kind of looking forward to going to New York.
Well, we're certainly going to miss you, Dennis.
I know, and I'm going to miss you, too. Well, so long, Mrs. Armstrong.
Bye, Dennis.
Hi, Mrs. Howard.
Hello, Dennis.
Guess what? I'm moving to New York on a jet.
You are?
Sure. My dad got a big promotion. I guess he's in charge of the whole thing back there.
Why, that's wonderful, Dennis. But we're certainly going to miss you.
I know. Everybody is. And I'm going to miss you, too. Well, bye, Mrs. Holler.
Goodbye, dear. Well, that's certainly a piece of news, isn't it?
I can hardly believe
It's
it.
such a nice family.
Alice is one of the sweetest women I know.
Oh, I just love her. If anybody needs any help, Alice is always right there.
I know. You know, there's a little teapot at Detweiler's she's been drooling over for months. I think I'm going to get it for her as a going-away present.
Oh, that's a lovely idea. I think I'll pick up something, too.
Why don't we go shopping together this afternoon?
Fine. Just let me get my clothes out of the dryer.
Okay.
So Henry's going to be in charge of the New York operation.
Isn't it wonderful?
You know, I was just thinking, my kid brother will be graduating from business college in a couple of weeks, and he hasn't lined up a job yet.
Well, why don't you have him talk to Henry?
That's just what I was thinking. I'll have him drop by and see Henry tonight.
It's a wonderful speech, Henry. It'll make Mr. Wilson very happy.
Thank you, honey.
I'll get it. Hi, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, hello there, Dennis. Is your father home?
In here, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, what a nice surprise.
It's even nicer than you think. I'd like you to meet Mr. Robert Doubleday and Mr. and Mrs. Mitchell.
How do you do,
Doubleday,
Mr.
how are
Doubleday?
you?
And this is Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Mr. Doubleday is from the Kansas chapter of my lodge. He's thinking of buying a home here in town.
Oh?
So, knowing that yours would be for sale, I persuaded him to come over and take a look at it.
Oh, you shouldn't have. I've gone to the trouble.
Oh, what are friends for, Mitchell? Well, take him through and put a good stiff price on it. You know, I watched this house being built. There's no green lumber in this place. Mm-mm. Solid. Well, take him through, Mitchell.
We're asking an awful price for it. Probably far more than it's worth.
Are you going to show him through, or do I have to do it myself?
All right. I'll show you the upstairs first. Mr. Wilson, why don't you wait down here with Henry and Dennis? Mr. Doubleday and I'll just be a little while.
All right, Alice.
I have a boy back in Kansas just about your age. How'd you like a piggyback ride?
Sure.
Come on, hop on here.
Okay.
Hey, he's a big one, isn't he?
Terrible news, Henry. Our house doesn't have enough bedrooms for Mr. Doubleday's family.
Oh, isn't that too bad?
Jeepers, you could use bunk beds.
It's a nice house, but I'm afraid it's not for us.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Don't worry, Mitchell. I'll dig up another prospect for you.
Thank you for showing me through. Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Doubleday.
Goodbye.
Oh, I'll be over later with Mrs. Wilson. We want to spend as much time as we can with you now that you're leaving. Now,
Dennis, you go upstairs and straighten your room. It was a mess.
Jeepers, if we're gonna move, what difference?
March, young man.
Oh, Henry, what a situation.
That's nothing. While you were upstairs, John Williams dropped by to put in a pitch for my so-called old job.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I'll get it. Hello? Long distance. Oh, hi, Grandpa. Guess what? We're moving to New York. In about 10 days.
Dennis.
We're going on a trip.
Here, let me talk to Daddy, honey. Daddy, hello. Oh, well, I'll write you about that. No, don't drive down. I'll write you a letter and explain. But, Daddy, it's over 200 miles. Daddy, no, wait for my letter and Now, Dad. He's leaving for here first thing in the morning.
I guess he wants to say goodbye to us, huh? I'll get it.
It's okay, honey. We'll call him back when Dennis goes to sleep.
Hi.
Hi.
Is your father home?
Sure, that's him.
Hi, Mr. Mitchell.
Hello, I'm Howard Turner. I guess you know my sis, Dorothy Holland.
Oh, sure. Come on in. Honey, this is Mrs. Holland's brother, Howard Turner.
How do you do, Howard?
How do you do, Mrs. Mitchell?
And this is our son, Dennis.
Oh, yes, I've heard of him. From sis.
Is that on account of the time I took a bath over at her house?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Well, this is the first we've heard of it.
Sure, I was just a little kid, and I did it in her bird bath.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Come on in and sit down, Howard.
Thank you. Gee, I hope you don't mind my dropping in like this, but when Sis told me you were taking over the New York operation of your company, well, I just had to talk. I'll be finishing business college in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be looking for a job. Well, I've always wanted to live in New York, and I was just hoping there might be a place for me in your company.
Well, I don't think...
I don't expect a big job or big pay, just enough to get me started while I prove myself.
Honey, I think you'd better take Dennis into the kitchen for a minute.
What's going on here? Have we got some kind of another secret going on around here?
Come on, Dennis.
Are people going to start spelling and all that stuff?
I'll explain it all to you when they get into the kitchen.
Hello, Mr. Wilson.
hi, Mrs. Mitchell.
Hi, Mr. Wilson.
Hi, Dennis. Martha'll be over in just a minute. She's wrapping something.
How come you're smiling at me like that? Am I unbuttoned someplace?
I know. I'm smiling because I like you. I brought you a little going-away present.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that, Mr. Wilson.
Sure he should.
Dennis, you can't accept that, Mr. Wilson.
Sure I can.
I want the boy to have it. I know it's something he's wanted for a long time.
Sure I have. What is it?
Open it up and see.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Wilson. A real bugle.
Great Scott. You'll be good at that in no time.
Hey, Mr. Wilson, your good old Fremont is answering me.
Yes, I heard him.
That's going to drive you out of your mind.
Oh, that's all right. Besides, it'll only be for a few days. Hello there, Howard. What brings you out this way?
Well, I heard Mr. Mitchell was going to be in charge in New York, and I'm going to be looking for a job in a couple of weeks.
Oh, well, don't worry. He'll find a place for you.
I'm sure he is. But I haven't taken over yet, you might say.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm not through school for a few weeks yet.
Alice, dear Alice, I'm going to miss you so when you go to New York.
Well, Gladys, we haven't exactly gone yet.
Here's just a little something to remember me by.
I couldn't possibly... Excuse me just a minute, please.
I'll just wait in the living room.
Hello? Long distance? Hello? Oh, Uncle Ernie. How did you find out? Daddy shouldn't have told you that because... Will somebody get that, please?
I'll get it. Hey, Mrs. Helen, come on in. We're having a regular party.
Thank you, Dennis.
Everybody's here, Mrs. Holland.
No, the house isn't up for sale. Yes, I know you're in real estate, but... Yes, Uncle Ernie. Oh, no. No, not you, Uncle Ernie. Yes, of course we'd let you handle it, but...
What will your title be, Henry? Vice President?
Oh, no, not that. Manager, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess something like that.
I can type 55 words a minute, sir.
Now, Uncle Ernie, please don't feel hurt. You know we love you. Yes, we do. We adore you.
Tell him about the comptometer, Howard.
Oh, yes. I can also operate a comptometer.
Now, you just try and tell me that you can't use a young man with qualifications like Howard's.
Oh, excuse me, I hear the doorbell.
Oh, Uncle Ernie, please don't cry. You'll get hiccups again.
Oh, Mrs. Wilson.
Hello, Henry.
Alice. Uncle Ernie, I'll call you right back. I'll explain the whole thing. Yes, goodbye.
Alice, this is one of my most treasured possessions. It's been in the family for over 100 years. I want you to have it.
Mrs. Wilson, I couldn't possibly take it. Henry, something's got to be done.
Maybe we'd better move to New York.
We'd better go in there and explain the whole thing.
Miss Wilson, would you go in the living room, please?
Well, yes, Henry.
Hi, Mrs. Wilson.
Hi, Dennis.
Gladys.
You know my brother, Howard.
Of course I
May I have your attention for a moment, please?
You're looking very solemn, Henry.
I'm feeling very solemn. Quite innocently, I've made all of you the victims of a hoax. We're not moving to New York.
What's that?
We have no intention of moving now or ever.
Great Scott, the bugle.
How come we're not moving to New York?
Dennis, you'd better give me the bugle.
Give him the bugle, Dennis. And I'm going to return your gifts to all of you.
We lied to you, Mr. Wilson, so that you'd be at the luncheon tomorrow. It's to honor you for your generous contribution in time and money for the community chest.
A luncheon for me?
That's right, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, George, that's
That
wonderful.
is a surprise. Here, Dennis, you keep the bugle.
Oh, how
So you see, son, it was just a story to fool Mr. Wilson into staying for the luncheon.
Do you understand?
Sure, it was just a fib. Like when I told the kids you were tattooed.
Well, not exactly.
Then I had to stay in my room and not watch TV.
Dennis, it's not the same thing.
What we told Mr. Wilson, Dennis, was just a little white lie.
What color was mine?
Your turn.
Well, a white lie is something that makes someone happy. You saw how Mr. Wilson laughed when we confessed to him.
Sure.
Oh, then you do understand.
Sure. I guess you should have told him the truth in the first place, huh?
Yes, we should have.
Because then you could have watched TV instead of going to your room.
But honey,
That's what happened to me when I told a fib.
the lights are on tonight.
Yes, I know. And you just lost. Well, guess I'll go up and get a good night's sleep. Good night, Dennis.
Night, Mom.
Coming, Henry?
I guess so.
Night, Dad.
Good night, son.